If you're like me, by Thursday you are feeling blah and looking for the closest place to take a nap. But as it turns out, there are certain foods we can eat and supplements we can take, thank goodness I'm learning today, to help us feel energetic all week long. And back with us again this week to give us the scoop on getting energized is AM 1250's Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome back.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm energized today.
Well,
but
good.
Usually by the end of the week, I am
You're out of
tired.
gas, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Well, as it turns out, one of the most common complaints, health complaints that people have is that they don't have enough energy. It's become so prevalent that experts have given it an acronym. TAT. Have an idea what that means?
No.
Tired all the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So that's going to be my new thing.
Tired all the time. TAT.
TAT. Okay. But I don't want to be anymore. So you've got some great advice.
Yeah, if the viewers are tired of being tired, this
Yes.
this Let's Talk Nutrition segment on Studio 10 today is one they need to listen to.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, the body is a virtual energy machine. Okay, that's a good way to think about it. Everything that the body does, even an eye blink, requires energy. And, you know, we constantly have to make sure that the body's having enough energy to do all the things that it does. If it doesn't, we wouldn't even be able to live. The heart won't work, kidneys won't work, can't digest food, can't repair the body, can't fight infection. You get in a lot of trouble. Its first priority is to make sure that it has enough energy.
Right, which most of us don't pay enough attention to because we are running and gunning and we're stressed.
Constantly.
Absolutely. So.
And where do we get the energy? We get it from food. Carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Those nutrients have stored chemicals in them. The digestive system breaks them down, sends those simple compounds to the cells. The cells make energy in the form of ATP, and then we're off and running.
Right.
Now, the question is, how can we stay energized? How can we keep the body full of fuel?
Besides relying on green tea all the time.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But, I mean, and you talk about cutting back on carbohydrates, and we're,
but
then we need to have some carbohydrates.
Well, we're going to get to that. I think the first thing that people need to do is drink water, hydrate.
Okay.
If you don't hydrate, you get dehydrated. Dehydration causes fatigue. What happens to your automobile when you don't have enough water in it? It overheats and it shuts down. Same thing happens to the body. So it's important to hydrate. Then you want to balance, and over here I brought some water, and then notice next to it I brought some Emergen-C.
Okay.
That has electrolytes in it. Add the Emergen-C to the water, and you're in good shape. And I'll explain that in a second.
Okay.
Now you want a balance of carbs, protein, and fat. What people do, they go on these crazy diets, they eliminate the carbs. No. Carbs are the master fuel of the body. You want the good carbs,
which
fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
All right, that's like putting good gas in your car. Those cheap carbs, like in the form of refined carbohydrates, processed sugar and grains, that's cheap gas. You wouldn't put that in your car, right? Don't put it in your body.
Right.
Avoid saturated and trans fats. That's like putting cheap oil in your car. You want to use good oil, like omega-3 fish oil that I brought over here.
Right.
That's great oil. It keeps the body nice and lubricated, parts running smoothly, and we're in good shape. Okay? Now, what else? What else do you think we need to do to keep our body?
Exercise?
Exercise.
I try to do that.
Sure. What happens when you don't run your car? What happens to the battery?
Yeah, it dies.
It dies. Right. So the body loses its electrical charge too when we don't run it.
Absolutely.
Keep it moving. Rest. Even take your car in for repairs. Rest is when the body repairs itself.
I know. I think a lot of us feel guilty when we want to, we feel like we need to take a nap and we feel guilty.
Power naps are great. 5-10-minute power nap midday. It's highly recommended. Okay? Manage stress. You've got to control the stress.
Okay.
It wears out the car and wear out your body.
That's a whole nother segment.
And then take supplements. And then my usual protocol, a multiple, fish oil, and a greens. That keeps your nutritional status great. Then I mentioned the water and the Emergen-C together. The fish oil and Nordic Naturals is great. B complex, the B vitamins, everybody's familiar with B12.
Right.
But B vitamins work better together, synergistically. So B1, B2, B3, but you want them all together. So I recommend taking a B complex. Coenzyme Q10, great energy source.
You talk a lot about this.
Oh, coenzyme Q10 is one of my fundamental nutrients I take every day. It's good for the heart, good for the mitochondria and the cells to create that ATP that I talked about.
Okay.
And then L-carnitine, another energy booster. What it does, it transports the fats to the cells. Fat has 9 calories per gram. Great energy source, but remember, you want the right kind of fat, fish oil.
Right.
Ribose, great. Athletes are dialed into ribose. They use a lot of ribose because it creates a lot of energy.
Okay.
And then magnesium. Most people who have, a lot of people who have this fatigue, their minerals are depleted. Magnesium is one of the minerals that get depleted. What I recommend, take magnesium if you want alone, but also take a multiple mineral. Now, another strategy to create energy is to cleanse the body.
Detox,
you want to keep the colon cleansed, and you want to cleanse, and you want to keep your total body cleansed and a liver. Renew Life makes a great line of supplements. They make it easy for you. It's all packaged, all ready to go, proven stuff. It works, okay?
Okay.
So if you take all of these kinds of supplements and follow those recommendations that I gave about nutritional and lifestyle factors, you're going to have more energy. So you won't be tired all the time.
And you mentioned earlier that if you have serious exhaustion and feel tired for more than 6 months.
6 months, if you have chronic fatigue or this very persistent malaise, you need to go see a doctor because being fatigued can be caused by infection, poor cardiovascular functioning, any kind of number of different disorders, depression, anxiety, chronic stress. So you need to go see a doctor if that's the case.
Okay.
You know, tired all the time, we can get rid of that.
Right.
Do the kinds of things that I recommended, and you'll be in good shape. You'll be on the road to feeling energized and robust and full of life and energy.
Excellent. Well, I'm just going to scoop all this up into a bag. Buy it and
By
take
Thursday,
it out.
you'll have, one thing I forgot to mention, eat all the time. You don't want to run out of gas.
That's right.
Eat 4 or 5 meals a day. You want to keep the fuel.
That's right. Thank you so much. And we
You're
want
so
to
welcome.
remind you how you can catch Dr. Garko's show, Let's Talk Nutrition. It airs on AM 1250 radio every Monday through Friday afternoon from 2 to 3 p.m. And you can keep in mind you can also listen live by logging on to letstalknutrition.com. And this week's list of topics, the boosting energy topic, continues this afternoon with guest Dr. Michael Murray. And please note that Thursday's show will be preempted by the Devil Rays game, and you can find this entire list at letstalknutrition.com and also on studio10.tv. And remember, you can visit us online at studio10.tv to get more information on Dr. Garko and the Let's Talk Nutrition program. And while you're there, download our coupon for 10% off any purchase at Vitamin Discount Center. You can print it out and take it into any Vitamin Discount Center location, or follow the instructions to shop online at bdcusa.com. The coupon is good through the end of July.
Right. And next week, we're going to follow this up with stress and insomnia, how to control that so you get more energy yet.
Awesome.
All right.
I can't wait for that one too.
All right.
Thank you so much. Cleaning up the trash and debris in our coastal waters often requires a superhuman effort. Find out how one local group has answered the call when Studio 10 returns.
This segment was paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition.